Hello, sweet soul. Welcome back. We are in a new environment. We are in my apartment. You know, it's my apartment because it has colorful sticky notes all over the place that remind me of the good things in life. Here's one that says, hugs, you are loved. And then there's one that says, make it sacred. And then there's another one that says, I am love and I'm willing to feel doubt. And yes, those are all reversed for you. So don't worry if you can't read them right away. It's fine. The reason why we are inside my apartment is because I wanted to let you in on one of my nature secrets. Now it's not so secret anymore. So I juice fresh celery every morning and eco one. So I got my little juicer here. I got an AMZ Chef. It's a pretty compact version, so I don't have very large hands. You see that's a tiny one. It's a masticating juicer. That's the important piece. So masticating juicer, apologies for the camera angle, have the spiral thing here on the side, which means everything that comes through gets slowly masticated and then pressed through that little sewer here. And that means the yield that you get from this juicer is way better than from a centrifugal one. And I'm going to run this thing right now, and apologies, it's a not so loud one, but of course you'll still hear it. So we'll see. We'll see what that does if I have to cut this part out of the video. But just grabbing my little celery pieces and throwing them in here. And then on the other end, we will get a delicious glass of green juice. So working on it here. The stuff that comes out squeezed here is pretty dry by the end, and that means we get maximum juice yield. And keep feeding it on top, and it takes me maybe like 7 or 8 minutes in the morning, and I think those are well worth the time. Now, if you now say celery, ew, that's really not my jam. I get you. That was me last year. I'm like, celery juice, are you kidding me? Celery is one of the very few vegetables that I don't have that much appreciation for at the time. And then I tried it, and it turns out that I like the juice way better than the vegetable by itself in, say, a salad or even in a cooked version. So first of all, I very much prefer it raw over cooked. Cooked celery, don't like it. Raw celery in salads is okay. In juice, it actually has a different taste yet again. So we're getting somewhere here. We've got the dry stuff out here. Juice is here. And I'm gonna relieve you off the sound. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but most of it is already in there. So I'm going to take a brief pause here. Take a sip. Cheers. Oh yeah, good stuff. So that is number one that I have for you today. And there's a second piece. For the second piece, I'm going to take you over here. Yup, that's my bed in the background. And yes, it's made already. I'm very proud of myself. But what I wanted to show you as a second piece is my essential oils. And I find essential oils fairly magic for several uses throughout the day. Remember, I said June is the month for nature. So this is going to be my last video on the topic of nature and how to integrate yourself more with it. First piece, celery juice. If you want to get on that wagon and start juicing that every day, I felt a huge improvement in my digestive system, in my immune system, in how sensitive my tummy is. It's been doing me really well. And celery juice has a type of salt in there that is like, it's a super good electrolyte compound. I don't remember the chemical exact representation. Apologies, I'll put it in the notes. And it has just escaped my mind right now because I'm so excited about these oils. So the reason I'm excited about the oils is because They help me wake up, they help me sleep, and they make things go away that are ouch. Where do we start? Let's go sleep first. Lavender. So putting some lavender oil on the soles of my feet is the absolute magic way of falling asleep quickly. So I just take a drop or two, put it on the bottoms of the soles of my feet, just like this. And essential oils can be pretty strong. So if you know you have sensitive skin, then you want to make sure you use a carrier oil. But if you're fairly sure that your body likes a lot of lavender, then you can just use 2 or 3 drops pure and drop them on the soles of your feet, and it'll help you go to sleep really quickly. For me, that one is a great one. Then another piece of magic in here is peppermint oil. For me, peppermint oil is magic when it comes to headaches. So rubbing a drop or two on my temples and in the back of my neck, right underneath where you often have the slightly strained muscles that lead to a tension headache. That's where you put the peppermint oil. It'll cool you down really nicely. It'll get very breezy. It'll feel breezy to me. That's a nice one. And it'll be refreshing, and hopefully the headache will ease up. Next piece of magic in here, tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great when it comes to mosquito bites. As you can see, like the dots on my face, those are usually the mosquitoes that just love me. You can use mosquito repellent, or you can become good friends with me and have me around, because then the mosquitoes will come to me anyways. So it helps for that, or for any other blemishes for your skin. And then I have another one that's called Zengest or Zengest. It has a lot of anise in there, which is really nice for the tummy, and fennel. So after a meal that you're not so sure whether it was a bit heavy, you just put 1 drop in a glass of water, and that will help your digestion, will help your tummy. One more that I love for the immune system as well is oregano. This one is super intense. Don't ever take it pure, it'll burn you. So instead, take 1 single drop in a glass of water and then drink that. Has made my immune system super strong. And then one to raise your energy and your mood is lemon. Just a drop and inhale. Or I sometimes just even use them as perfume. And then I also like the On Guard blend here, which has a lot of wild orange in there, but also cinnamon. So there is some hotness in it. And some clove oil as well. So that one is nice and warming, and it can also go into desserts. Nom nom nom. And then frankincense, if you want to take your meditation deeper, that is a great one. And then there is one that's called Deep Blue, which is great for muscle recovery. And now you can read it, Deep Blue here. And this one has a lot of wintergreen. Yeah, that's the favorite ingredient in there. So you can use it like you use an icy hot, or like you use a tiger balm. It's a very gentle version because the wintergreen is not quite as strong. It also has some camphor in there. So I like to use that for massages. And then the last one that I want to show you is the Air Blend, which is great if you have some congestion going on, to just open that up a little bit. And you can put it on your chest as well. So it has eucalyptus, peppermint, and a couple of others in this blend. And this whole kit together is the Family Essentials one from doTERRA, and they just make really high quality essential oils. And if you're interested, I will be most happy to hook you up, because it's the one brand that I'm just super convinced of their high quality. And with that brief recap, that was a lot of input, I know. Number 1, get some greens in your body first thing in the morning. Freshly squeezed celery juice is my go-to. It has been for a year now, so I've done a full year of self-experimenting on this before I tell you about it. And it has certainly been worth it. And the second piece is I've come back to working very regularly with essential oils, and I get a lot of benefit out of it, whether it is for increasing my energy or for winding down in the evening, whether it is for helping me with a certain medical thing that I have going on or a discomfort of some sorts, or whether it's just for the pure enjoyment of the flavor and the scents, all of this. And it just brings me back to Mother Nature, independent of the environment that I'm in. So especially when I am tied to my city apartment and cannot get out for whatever reason, then these are the ways how I connect and ground with nature in little doses, and how I can still feel super centered. With that, I send you a lot of love. I hope this has served you. Let me know what your questions are. I'll be happy to answer them. And hit me up if you want to know more about the doTERRA oils, or if you want to know more about the celery juice and its properties. I'll be happy to hear from you. Much love to you. Have a great week.